YouTube? My name is Marcus of 101 Kennels. Hope y'all having a blessed day. And today we're going to be doing a video on how to potty train your puppy. This could be used for a new puppy, a puppy you had for a while, or any dog at any age really. So before we get into this video, make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate all the support that y'all have been giving me. I know I say this in every video, but I really appreciate it. You may hear some side noise because the dogs are eating a little bit. You can show a little bit of that. And she's over there eating. So yeah, you may hear a little bit of side noise, but we still keeping this train rolling. Let's get straight into it. So the first tip that I would say as far as potty training that helps really learn how to potty train a dog is make sure when you feeding that dog, take them out, especially if they're a puppy, no more than 15 minutes after you feed them. I say this because with the new puppy, their bladder is they're gonna have to use it like that. So you wanna, go ahead and beat them to the punch so they know it's not okay to, sit in here and sorry about that, and use the bathroom in the house. So you try to get them out as soon as possible. That'll help them, kind of get relatively acquainted with using it outside. So every time you feed them, keep this in mind, every time you feed them, take them out within 15 minutes of feeding. Alright, the next thing I would like to tell you all is that you can really tell if your dog has to go to the bathroom by looking at certain signs that they have. So when you take your dog out to regularly use the bathroom, just look at what they literally do outside. You'll see they're sniffing in a certain spot, circling around until they squat or whatever. And really, my biggest sign is if you're getting around sniffing or something like that, and I may have forgot that I haven't taken you out to the bathroom in a minute, I'm just gonna go ahead and take you to the bathroom, which will create really good habits for them. But in order to, give a numeric, example of how often you should take them to the bathroom, especially when you get started, excluding the time that, I told you about the 15 minutes, in between the 15 minutes after they eat, I would suggest starting out taking them out every 2 hours. So every 2 hours gives them the gauge and, shows them, hey, I'm going to go outside often so I don't have to go in my pen or, on the floor or anything. But even if they don't go, right off or immediately, or even if they don't go at a time, like one of the times that you go, it's still a good gauge to get them in the system. Because if they learn that, okay, we're going to be going outside all the time, I don't have to use it here, I can just go outside when I go. Alright, the next thing I want to tell you all is to limit their intake, especially when you're not around. So, when you're not around means when you go to work or literally when you're not around the dog at all. That's pretty self-explanatory. So, sorry about that. Like I said, they eat. So, if you're not around the dog, I would not suggest giving them a whole bowl of water if they're a small puppy, because they're inevitably going to piss. So, I would suggest maybe waiting until you get back if you're, within the time of manner getting back, or, maybe come back on your lunch break or something like that and give them some water or something, because that's only going to create a habit that you don't want to have. Because if you continuously overfeed them or give them too much water, they're going to continue to have accidents while you're gone, and I don't like coming home to pee and poop, so I limit their water intake and food intake when I'm not at home. Alright, and before I get to the last thing, I'm going to speak on a little bit of a controversial topic as far as potty training. So, puppy pads. A lot of people ask me, should I get puppy pads? Would you suggest puppy pads when my puppy just starting and everything like that? I understand the concept of puppy pads. I think, if you use them properly, they are good for, puppies or whatever, keeping the house clean. However, I literally just take them outside because I don't like really cleaning up poop or pee if I don't have to. And I think it just still creates a habit, of peeing in the house in a certain spot. But if you were to do it, I wouldn't suggest, putting it by the food or anything, or any areas that you're going to be in where, you don't want to pee or poop. But yeah, so I wouldn't suggest them, but if you do, to kind of help you as far as anytime you're not there or something like that, yeah, you can use them. Alright, the last thing is nighttime. So, this one is going to be really tough for a lot of people. It was really tough for me because it's hard to get out of that bed when you're sleepy, But if you want your dog to be trained as far as like when they get older, it's gonna be really nice for you to get up and, you know, take them outside to use it. But to help that process, I would suggest feeding them earlier. Feeding them and giving them water earlier. Probably like, if you go to sleep at 10, I would make sure I fed them and, you know, gave them out of dinner and everything like that. Probably at like 5 o'clock. Give them a longer range, because if you go into the bathroom, that 15 minutes after and then 2 hours after that, that's 3 times you went to the bathroom. So they should have been able to get out, you know, the majority of their accidents that they may have, you know, and you should be able to sleep for a while outside. At night, I would suggest at least about 4 to 5 hours, you know, every 4 to 5 hours, kind of just splitting your sleep in half. That may help. But yeah, that nighttime is going to be super, super hard for a lot of people. So I do suggest just going out every 4 hours instead of doing 2 hours, because, you know, you aren't awake. So yeah, I hope that helps. Alright, YouTube, I hope all that information helped y'all. You know, if it didn't, put down in the comments something else that you would like to know, and I'll be, you know, willing to do another video to kind of further explain on potty training. Hope you all liked it. Make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hope y'all be blessed. See y'all next time.